I have some sad news to share about our chickens. It looks like a coyote or some other predator has killed a few of them. One of the missing chickens was our beautiful new rooster named Midas. He was a Buff Orpington and a gift from our neighbors. You may also remember the 4 little chicks that were also Buff Orpingtons, and we bought those from the neighbors. We just introduced them to the flock not too long ago. One of the little roosters is also gone. Our chickens can easily get out of their chicken run, and they're doing that more and more so lately. As they venture out further, they just become more vulnerable. But we really don't want to clip their wings and prevent them from being able to fly away from danger altogether, or properly use the roosts inside the coop. They have to fly up to get to those top roosts. Accepting loss is really just a part of farm life, and it does get easier with experience. Of the 3 remaining younger chickens, 2 of them are roosters. 1 of them will grow up to be the new Midas. On a happier note, our 3 little chickens have finally started using the training roost in the coop. Regular roosts, training roost. You'll forgive me for just sitting here and talking for this video. Right now, I'm on extremely light duty. In fact, that's why we're back to using dry feed for our chickens instead of the fermented feed. It's just less walking around and carrying stuff. Last year, I had a health scare that we were afraid might have been a heart attack. A doctor was able to definitively tell us that it wasn't a heart attack, but he wasn't able to figure out exactly what was wrong with me. We just figured it out: gallstones. This last weekend, I was in the emergency room having my gallbladder removed. It hurts, but I'm on pain medication, and that helps. There's just enough pain to remind me that I'm not supposed to be doing a lot of things out here. Actually, I'm not out of the woods yet. Right now, we're still looking for a referral for some kind of a specialist that can do a second surgery for pancreatitis that is directly related to all these gallstones. In the near future, I'll do an update video and probably more of a detailed explanation of my experience through all of this. One of the last things I happened to get done before having to go to the hospital was weeding a little bit here in the blackberry bed and tying up these blackberry canes. Last year we tried this tape stuff, and it worked a little bit. This year I'm using some zip ties just loosely cinched together. I did miss a few weeds in here, but we'll get them later. Hardships in life, whether it's losing a chicken or needing surgery to save your life, have a funny way of turning into blessings. Hardships build resilience. It was about 10 years ago when I had an appendectomy, and having gone through that experience makes what I'm going through now a little easier. This is how we learn inner strength and perseverance. One thing about suffering: it will let you relate to and understand the suffering of others. Empathy and compassion are tools to build a more meaningful life. Learning this kind of stuff is why we are here. Hardships let you see more clearly what is really important in life. Wendy is great at taking care of me. She did so 10 years ago and is doing so again now. It shouldn't take things like this to remind us how important the love is that we share for each other. It really is the most precious thing in life. There was a moment when I came out of my anesthesia. I was back in the hospital room, and Wendy and I were alone with each other. And I was just overwhelmed with gratitude. We shared a very special little moment right there. And it's, you know, as bad as everything is, and the pain and the inconvenience, you know, being reminded of what I have is pretty good. Hardships remind us that we are not in control of what will happen. There's grace in accepting the fact that we can put down some of the weight that we're trying to carry and accept that it's not up to us all the time. I think I still have some work to do on this point. Maybe letting Wendy mow the yard for me while I convalesce will make me a better person. My wife found a scriptural passage that speaks to what I've been talking about here. It starts in Romans 5, verse 3. And not only that, but we also glory in tribulations, knowing that tribulations produces perseverance, and perseverance character, and character hope. Now hope does not disappoint, because the love of God has been poured out in our hearts by the Holy Spirit who is given to us. I'm shooting this video right around the 4th of July, so it's a hot time of year. Most of the projects I need to do out here are pretty heavy, and I'm not going to be able to do them. But with the hotter temperatures, I probably wouldn't be doing a lot of these projects anyways. The big stuff will just have to wait for later. I need to reiterate just how important it is to have the support of my wife through all of this. She really has been a godsend. Thanks for watching. Remember, your dreams are closer than the moon. Thanks for taking this trip around the moon with us.